Hello, I am the Meta Man, and this is going to be a fabulous video. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how I buy. This is the exact same way that the whales buy. A whale is an investor with 1,000 Bitcoin in his wallet, but it's also the way dolphins invest. That's you and me. We do it wisely, and you're going to be wiser once you play this video. Unlike the minnows who get wiped out all the time, the whales eat the minnows. Now, if you're interested, I'm going to not only teach you, but wait to hear this. I'm going to give you a giant surprise. I'm going to give you a Christmas gift you won't believe. I'm going to give you a Christmas gift. Sometime during this presentation, I'm going to tell you exactly a coin that I own a lot of, and I'm buying more of it today, that looks like it's going to go 30x any minute. 30x any minute. Stay. Make sure you hear what I'm going to talk about. Now, first of all, let's talk about the technical analysis. So in order to do that, I need to share my screen and show you some little handmade graphics on the whiteboard. So there's three things that can happen. Either a coin wanders up and down, and we call the lower level the floor and the upper level the ceiling. Now, the floor is also called support. And why is it called support? Well, when it gets down here, when it gets like right down around here, lots and lots of people say, wow, that seems really cheap. And they buy, and it pushes the coin up. And then when it gets here, they say, whoa, that seems pretty high. I better take some profits. And that pushes it down. So one is called consolidating when it's moving to the right. Now, another way is when it goes up and down like this. But it seems to you I'm just drawing random ups and downs, but I'm not. First of all, what I'm doing is drawing higher highs. I'm also drawing higher lows, but it's even more than that. Watch carefully. See, this is a high, and when it gets to the high, lots of people say, "Oof, seems like that's very high. I better take some profits," and they sell, and it goes down. And then it crashes through that. You see, that was the ceiling before, but it's not the ceiling any longer because the price crashes through and people say, you know what, this isn't so high, and they let it go higher. But then here's the miracle. Here's the magic. Here's what is not intuitive. When it falls, the previous ceiling becomes the new floor. The previous ceiling becomes the new floor. Whatever people couldn't get past, now they can't go below. And when you see that pattern, it's very, very powerful. It's an upward channel. And if it goes up here, it could hit another ceiling and go down. But if it crashes through that ceiling to another higher high and goes down, it'll probably stop at the previous high. Now, that's something you would never think of, but floors become ceilings and ceilings become floors. It's very, very fascinating. Of course, the other thing is the same going down. So I won't describe that. Now that you understand that, and by the way, why does it happen? I'm not exactly sure. No one actually knows why, but we know that it does happen. So if we know that it happens, we can make money at it. Now, let's look at a real coin. Now, remember, I'm going to be showing you an actual coin sometime during this. I'm going to say a coin that I think could go 30x any minute. But by the way, if you would like to learn more about FOMO, fear of missing out, because that's what happens when a coin goes up, or a stock or anything, gold, silver, it could be anything. When it goes up, people say, oh my gosh, it's going to go up forever. And they FOMO in, they fear of missing out, and they race in. But if you do that, what you don't realize is when it gets to the top, it often goes down to the bottom and then up to the top and down to the bottom. So FOMO is the worst way to invest. But if you want to learn about FOMO to understand it more, go right here to learn about FOMO. Also, you may be interested in AXIE Infinity, because AXIE Infinity is a really interesting coin in the metaverse. And you may actually just want to go to see AXIE Infinity. And there's a whole playlist of my own videos on AXIE Infinity. So let's look at an actual chart. And here it is. Let's say you wanted to buy Ultra. What is Ultra? Ultra is a coin. That means it's a business that is in the business of helping game developers. They develop tools for game developers to help them develop games. And so if one game is hot, another game isn't hot, you take your chances when you buy a game coin. But Ultra seems to be a good investment because any game developer is going to need Ultra. If you remember the California gold rush, the people who made money weren't the people who were panning for gold. They were people selling the pans and the shovels and the picks. So if you sell the tools to help people get rich, you actually counterintuitively get richer. So let's say you were interested in buying Ultra, UOS. And by the time you decided that you were going to, it was at $1.36 and you were just about to get in. And suddenly in 2 days, it shot straight up to $1.45, 21% in 2 days. Whoa. Now, when it hits the top, I shouldn't say the top, when it hits $1.45, lots of people FOMO in. And that's not what you want to be doing. You don't want to say, oh my God, I'll miss out. And so what you do is you have to look for the floors and the ceilings. But you see, this is the 7-day calendar, and that's not enough. You have to look broader than that to prevent yourself from FOMOing into the wrong, at the wrong price point. So here I've looked at the 90-day of that same UOS chart. And now let's draw some lines. You can see there's a line at just under $1.50, $1.45. And you can see on the left side of that purple line, UOS came up to $1.45 and then retreated, and then came up again and then retreated. And then when it came up for the third time, it exploded through it. But then when it came down, everybody who understands technical analysis knows it'll likely stop at $1.45. And look what happened. It stopped at like $1.44 and then went up. And then it fell down to $1.44 and went up. Then it fell down to like $1.40 or so and went up. And then it fell to $1.45 and went up. Then it fell to $1.45 and went up. So you can see, except for a couple percent changes, the ceiling of $1.45 on the left side became the floor of roughly $1.45 on the right side. And then it went up. Okay, so do I FOMO in to try to ape in and get it at the high? No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in slowly. So here's an actual order that I have, And you can see it's USDT, that's the US dollar tether, going into UOS. And this is on my gate.io account. And you can see at 15/17/54, that means at 3:18 p.m. on December 22, that's today, I put in an open order to buy UOS using my USDT account at the price of $1.45. You can see I'm doing exactly like I tell you. Now, can it go straight up to $10 and I missed it? Yes, of course. But coins are so volatile that it'll probably go up and down and up and down and up and down. Now that you understand it, I'm going to tell you my big Santa surprise, my big Christmas surprise. I'm going to tell you about a coin that's going to blow you away. Because when you see the floor and you see the ceiling, your jaw's going to disconnect, fall to the floor and go, wow, Raymond, this is the biggest Christmas present I've ever received from anybody, not just from you. So let's look at Smooth Love Potion. Smooth Love Potion. Now, Smooth Love Potion is the coin of AXIE Infinity. And so it has a use. Now look at this graph. You can see that it definitely has a floor. It has a floor somewhere around a penny. See, here is 0 and here is 10 cents. So down here is somewhere around a penny. It has a very, very strong floor at somewhere around 1 or 2 or 3 cents. And then if you look at the top, it has a ceiling of about 35 cents. And at the moment, it's at the floor. Now I shouldn't say it can't go below 1 or 2 or 3 cents. I shouldn't say that. because it could go straight back to zero, and many coins will go to zero. Many coins will go to zero. You have to know that. This is education and entertainment. It is not investment advice. I'm not a qualified investment advisor. I'm just an investor, and I'm a really good teacher, and I have a YouTube channel that you like. Hey, if you like it, then subscribe. I mean, if you like it, subscribe. Go right there and subscribe. Why? Because I say so, and I'm the Meta Man. Go there and do it right now. But listen, if you can get SLP, Smooth Love Potion, which is AXIE Infinity's coin, and AXIE Infinity is the #1 coin in the metaverse right now. It has the biggest market cap of any coin in the metaverse. So SLP is an important part of AXIE Infinity, and it's sitting somewhere around 1 or 2 or 3 cents right now. And where could it go? Well, if the last time it shot up to 35 cents, this time it could hit that ceiling and go back down. But if it breaks through that ceiling, it could go up to 70 cents, 50 cents, $1. We don't know. So let's be conservative. If you get it at 3 cents and it goes to 30 cents, that's 10x. But if you put in a cheeky order at 1 cent and it goes to 50 cents, 1 cent to 50 cents is 50x. And how long can it take? Well, if you look at the last 3 times that it mooned, if you look way back here in July of 2020, and way here in April of 2020, and right here in July of 2021, if you look at those 3 times that it shot up, it took like an hour, like no time at all. So there's a good chance that if you get in at 1 or 2 or 3 cents, it could go anywhere from 30 cents, probably 35 cents. But if it breaks through that ceiling, then it could go to 50 cents or $1, who knows, and very, very quickly. And so I own a lot of SLP, but what I'm going to do, and don't you dare do what I do, because you have a different risk tolerance than I do. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not your therapist. I'm not your spouse. I don't know how much risk tolerance you have. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm going to put in an open order to buy it at the market right now because I want some more. It looks just so delicious. But I'm also going to put in a cheeky order below that at maybe 1 or 2 cents. And if it falls and I get more at 1 or 2 cents, I haven't decided yet whether it's going to be 1 or 2 cents, then I'll be outrageously happy. And if it doesn't ever fall below, if this is its all-time low right now, and it's at 3 cents, and it's just going to go up from now, then at least I'll have all the SLP that I previously had, plus the SLP I'm just going to buy today. And if I never get a fill on my cheeky orders, so what? But if I do, and I get a fill at say 1 cent and it goes to $1, that's 100x. And how long will it take? Well, I don't know when it's going to explode, but if Bitcoin takes a big pump, then SLP could pump also. And Bitcoin only has to go up from say $50,000 to maybe $60,000 in a short period of time for all the other altcoins to go crazy. So if Bitcoin goes from say roughly $50,000 to $70,000, then SLP could go from 1 or 2 or 3 cents up to $1. And that's like 30x. Wow, that will be a happy day. And at that day, you're all invited to my home and we'll have a big champagne party because that'll be a very happy day for me. Make sure you subscribe. If you're learning a lot from me, make sure you subscribe. I love you. And I love that I've given you this Christmas present. Now, remember, it's a Christmas present of knowledge. It's a Christmas present of knowledge. I'm not telling you to buy. You do whatever you wish. Use your own advisors. I'm just giving you information and education and entertainment, and you take it and learn from it, and then make whatever wise decisions you wish. I love you. I am the Meta Man. Thank you for listening to that entire video. Click right here to learn about Render, the most incredible coin in the metaverse. Click right there where it says Meta in order to subscribe, and click right there to play my previous video. Thank you.